So today we're going to be training on entering new candidate profiles. This is really just to make sure that we're all on the same page in terms of the information that we're loading into MaxHire from the minute that we have a new person in the system. So what I've done here is just opened up a new candidate from scratch, and we'll just walk through in a very sample way, make a new person, and hopefully this will get you going. So first of all, let's make sure we put in a name. We're going to call this person Rockstar. Make yourself the owner, so I'll scroll down to me. This is a new intake. The source, let's say I found this person on LinkedIn. Whatever your source is, please make sure you put it in here. Also, if you have gotten this person by reference, make sure that person is getting properly credited. You can search for them in here if they're already in MaxHire. Next, we're going to go down to the position sought. There should be an engineering candidate. Let's say this person is a software engineer, and there's a full list of job titles that we will be using. There's a standard format, so software engineer, senior software engineer, lead software, it keeps going. We need to make sure that we're all using the same titles, and there's a fuller list of those. Going on to the work profile. Go ahead and enter in the company. Let's say this person works at Google. Assuming this is a company that's already in MaxHire, you want to make sure that you link them to the company record and also capture their title as it shows either on their LinkedIn profile or within their resume. Go ahead and save that as well, and we'll know that we did it right because Google should gray out. There we go. You also want to put in their dates of employment, so let's say they started January of last year, and if they're still there, keep that blank. You also want to capture maybe another previous job or two if you have access to that. Moving on here, personal data. If you happen to have their email at this point, that's great. You can put it in the home email section, their cell phone number. Personal homepage is where you will put in their LinkedIn profile URL. If they do also have a personal homepage, you might want to make a note of that down here in the notes. Any other information, if you know, for example, they're already living in San Francisco or San Jose, go ahead and capture that. Preferred contact method if you know something special, their resident status as well. Go ahead and mark if they're male or female. Degrees, go ahead and capture that. Let's say this person got their BS, let's say they went to Stanford University. Go ahead and mark that they have a computer science major, and maybe they came out a couple years ago. The real reason to have this section down here is for White Truffle, and this is where you will enter in any fuller pitch. Let's say this is a rockstar software developer out of Google looking for a great startup. That's where you would enter that section in. This is really helpful for White Truffle because I think that's where the client will see their first leading title. Also in user-defined fields, you want to put in their White Truffle title. So again, it could just be senior engineer or junior engineer out of Google. And going back, let's say that you were even going to do an intake on this person at that time, you want to go ahead and make sure you get all your C's here in this section. Moving on to keywords, let's go ahead and save this. Let's make sure that we capture their primary skill set. So let's say this is a Java engineer, MySQL as well. And you also want to capture their skills, making sure you know if they're back-end, front-end, data guy or girl. So let's put in here that they're back-end. Don't need any years of experience, that's fine. Go ahead and save that. And that should be good to go. We have everything that we need to create a new candidate profile in LinkedIn. And also one thing you will want to capture as well, there's a few other notes. If you're doing an intake, desired pay range. Let's say you know they're making 100K now and want to go up to 120, put that in here, and also where their location preferences are between San Francisco and San Jose or wherever they want to go. Remark that in here as well. Basically anything that you know at this point, you want to add it in. If you have a resume, go ahead and suck that information through. You can use this little button here, re-import data from their current resume, and that will also load more information here. One other note with documents, just a friendly reminder, when you're pulling in someone's document, their resume either from Word or from a file, make sure you wipe out the alternate title because that'll make sure that our formats are standard. Mark it as a resume and make sure that it is the default resume. If you do end up making a blind resume, you can go ahead and remark it as a blind resume. Again, clear the title and also click on hide names when sending. And that should take care of it.